Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. If you've not been here before, welcome. I am Rebecca. I am a prophetic tarot reader and I also help with your healing and spirituality. I kind of go through and help you connect your emotions with your thoughts, and then that also, our emotions and thoughts are connected, which is also connected to our spirituality. And if you need help connecting those dots, I am your gal. So anyway, the word I have for you today, I'm not really going to do tarot cards because I've been really needing to hear from the spirit for myself and do more kind of a free baller kind of thing. So, taking risks. I feel like the season we're going into, a lot of people are feeling a little stifled, like stagnant, and wanting a change in their life. Like, good things are happening, and I think a lot of us are experiencing, a lot of freedom. A lot of us have gone through a lot of healing and spiritual awakenings, and there's just, when we're going through our spiritual awakenings and we're learning about manifestations and we're learning how to step out in faith kind of thing, it's kind of taking a risk. My background is a lot more biblical. I have my biblical counseling degree and stuff like that, but what I have learned about faith, it's interesting. You kind of have to build the gift of discernment. You have to know exactly how Spirit speaks to you and how Spirit speaks and how, the other forces out there, because, our main battlefield is our thoughts and our mind. And we have negative thinking, we have our thinking, and then we have our higher self, which is Divine Creator speaking to us. And so it's kind of hard to differentiate sometimes on what is what voice. And so with taking risks, it's kind of funny how taking risks also and stepping out in faith is what builds our confidence within our spiritual selves and our higher spiritual selves. Fear stops us a lot, and that is the enemy, and that is negative thinking. And so taking risks, this card is beautiful, and I think it's kind of funny. I live in Arizona now, but I'm in Washington right now, taking care of the passing of my father and being with my family. But there's some things that me personally, I want to take risks on, but it has to do with more financial and more career-wise. Because I want to step out in faith to really see how much money I can make. That's kind of what I want to, that's what I'm stepping into. But I feel like taking risks is facing fear. And that has been the major thing all of us have been facing the last, most of our lives. But it's been very apparent on how fear has controlled a lot of people. And COVID really showed that. COVID showed how people function from fear instead of their authentic selves. And fear binds people. Fear is what traps people. Fear is what causes unhealthy coping mechanisms, right? Fear is what causes people to react and outburst and lash out and hurt others. Fear is a very, it's evil. Fear is false evidence appearing real, but yet people still function from a reality of fear instead of facing it. I feel like this is where the message is going. We have to take risks on facing our fears, whatever that looks like, even the small things, phobias, because when we take risks on facing those fears, that's when we ascend. That's when our confidence grows. That's when our higher self grows. That's when we're like, I can do this. I can really do this. I can face this fear that has kept me held back for so long. And that's what's really going on. I think after the 222 portal, a lot of people are like, whoa, this is exactly what's been holding me back. Whatever you're facing, whether it has to do with being transparent, being vulnerable, opening up to someone new, even facing a personal fear like phobias, you have the capability. And again, it's just, it's whatever your thoughts are perceiving that aren't real, right? They haven't, it hasn't happened in your reality. You are just thinking of these scenarios that are causing your emotions to arise, which is ingraining the thought of fear for you to not make a move. So you're causing yourself to actually freeze and panic and not step into your full greatest potential by facing these personal fears. So whoever this word is for, it's time to take a personal risk. And I am preaching to the choir. Because I want it different. I want to be different this year. I want to see myself socially do things I've never done, professionally do things I've never done, and in my own business, I want to achieve things I haven't done yet. And that means stepping out in faith and facing my fears and really telling fear where to go. Telling your fear, it's like, this is a great example in the fact that I'm doing this right now. So, right, I really want to invest in my business, and that means putting myself out there and sharing the knowledge that I personally have gained throughout, going to school and learning the profession I want to go in, and facing the fear of I am capable, I am good enough, and I can help people. And people, the thing that's stopping me is anyone kind of going to want help from me in the sense, like, is anyone going to trust me enough and appreciate me enough and listen to me enough to gain the knowledge that I have gained. But that's faith, right? That's believing the best outcome for taking that risk of your personal fear. This is what I love about God, because the example of Peter stepping out in the boat and walking towards Jesus, he walked on water. Peter literally walked on water, and he got scared. He got scared and started sinking and was like, Jesus, help me. And Jesus reached out. He literally grabbed Peter and said, "Oh, Peter, ye of oh little faith." And fear cuts faith. Fear stops faith. Fear is what keeps our intuition from really flowing. So whatever you're facing, fear isn't true. That is the one emotion that is not true, because it's false. It's negative. It's only a feeling that has been attached to certain belief systems within your mind that causes you to not step out and do something new. So my challenge for you guys is take a risk on a personal fear. Start small, but you need to start building your confidence in who you are as a spiritual being and as a human. And if you have fear of confrontation, those little things, fear of just being seen or being heard, you have to make small steps to know that you can be heard. Making small steps to know that you can be seen. And even telling yourself, And acknowledging yourself is a huge part of this process of taking risks. You have to be your biggest cheerleader. And you have to have people, the right support, to be your biggest cheerleader as well. So whoever this is for, go out there. Go out there and take risks and just be beautiful and pure and good while doing it. Do not try to be arrogant while taking risks. This is more about pure intentions and doing things that make us grow as individuals to do better and be better in the future. So if this resonated with you, please like it. Let me know how it really does resonate with you in the comments. And if you want to be a part of my family, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, contact me via email if you would like to start your healing and spiritual journey. But yeah, it's time to start taking risks, everybody. And I hope you have a fantastic Wednesday and the rest of your week. And until next time.